Hello and welcome to this webinar. My name is Phil James and I'm the Availability Product Manager here at Solutions PT, and I'm lucky enough to have a great product in ThinManager that I look after. What we're going to talk about this morning is the certification and benefits for System Integrators in using ThinManager. So ThinManager have a certification program that System Integrators can enlist on and get fully up to speed with the product. And what we're going to do this morning is talk about how that's realised. So the first thing I'm going to do is talk about ThinManager. So I would imagine that people watching this webinar already have a good grasp of what ThinManager is, but I will just give a quick overview of what ThinManager is about and why System Integrators should use it really. I'll then talk about the ThinManager SI program, so how the training is delivered, what the certification process entails, and how you progress with that. I'll also talk about why you, as a system integrator, would use ThinManager, some of the benefits that can be realised, and then I'll go into this training and certification process, and also make you aware of some of the resources that can help you along the way on your journey to becoming a true ThinManager expert. So what is ThinManager? ThinManager is software which provides centralized configuration, management, visualization and security of thin clients, servers and virtual machines in terminal services-based networks. So that's quite a wordy statement, and really what ThinManager is, it's a content broker that utilizes the Microsoft RDS protocol and delivers content, whether that be a SCADA application, a batching application that you use on the plant floor, and delivers it easily and securely to the operator for them to be able to view that application. So ThinManager ensures that applications are securely delivered and available to the people that need them, when and where they need them, regardless of system failures. So you can see on the little graphic there that is a very basic architectural view of ThinManager and how it sits on the network, and you can also see the mobile devices that sit there on the right hand side. So we're seeing more and more people wanting to use mobile devices in the plant that will want to view these SCADA applications or whatever content it is that you want to deliver really, and ThinManager can help you realise that. So let's move on to the ThinManager System Integrator program. So the reasons you as an SI would use ThinManager are vast really. I would imagine that some of your customers may dictate or ask that you use or utilise ThinManager within their projects. But there are lots of project lifecycle benefits. So things like faster deployment time. So ThinManager is it's a piece of software that's been designed for the automation world. So it isn't something that's been trying to be shoehorned, that's come from the IT world into the OT space. It's been specifically designed for the automation space. So it's all wizard driven, it's very easy to use, which means that these deployment times are really fast. So if you were to use standalone Microsoft RDS, you may need scripts and configuring fat client PCs or thin clients one at a time in a very sort of timely manner. So ThinManager eradicates that, makes it very easy to use using this wizard-driven method, as I mentioned. You configure each terminal. So when you start up ThinManager for the first time, you create your terminal servers. You then associate some centralized applications on those terminal servers, and you very simply then dictate which display clients, which thin clients are going to view which applications and when. This leads to faster fat time. So when you're doing your fat tests, utilizing ThinManager just speeds up this process exponentially by using this wizard-driven model. Easy change management. So, as I mentioned, these applications live on centralized servers, so if there are changes that need to be made within applications or within the system, rather than having to visit each one of these workstation-based applications and doing them one at a time, you can very easily modify the application that resides on the server and push that out to the designated thin clients. And remote access and maintenance, the ThinManager GUI, the ThinManager interface, can be accessed remotely. If a terminal needs to be rebooted, that can all be done from the ThinManager interface via a few simple clicks. So if a terminal goes down, somebody with remote access can get that terminal rebooted very, very quickly. And we also talk about preventing this 2 AM phone call. So if you imagine that an application or a terminal goes down in a traditional setting, if there isn't the expertise there on a shift at that specific moment in time, it can lead to getting people out of bed and having to deal with the issues at hand. By utilising ThinManager, as I've mentioned already numerous times on this webinar, it's so easy to use. And when you use true industrial thin clients, they're not as likely to fail as a traditional desktop PC. So we utilise with ThinManager what's called a zero client. So they're fanless. The industrial clients have no moving parts. There's no local storage on there, so there's no operating systems to manage and patch. And replacing these thin clients is really easy with ThinManager. It is a couple of clicks of the mouse and can be done within minutes without having experienced IT personnel. And in conjunction with that, if a terminal fails, there's no application downtime. The application continues to live on the server, and as soon as a thin client is replaced, the configuration and the applications that were on the existing terminal server that failed will be quickly delivered to this new terminal. If a terminal server fails, the thin client will automatically switch to a secondary terminal server if you have that configured. So that is, as I say, automatic. There's no manual intervention required. And if a server that runs the ThinManager application fails, the thin client it just continues to run. The configuration has already been delivered to that thin client, and providing that the thin client fails before you brought ThinManager back up, there's going to be no loss of downtime there. If need be, you can utilise licensing and secondary terminal servers to create a backup if required. There's lots of green IT benefits to using a thin client architecture. So we all know that a thin client is going to consume significantly less power than a traditional PC. So an IDC study from the UK from a couple of years ago found that an industrial thin client will use about 10 watts of power against, on average, 70 watts for a PC, and 100 PCs can save around $6,000 in annual electricity costs alone. So the ThinManager certification process, it's a program that is it differs from a traditional certification program in that even though it is online, it isn't a case of watching a video and then answering some questions at the end. It's a set of labs that have been designed from ThinManager experts that you can use in a self-paced way, so you can pick them up as and when you get the time. You work through the labs in turn, and they're going to be marked by a true ThinManager expert to ensure that you're getting the most out of the program. It's going to certify the individual, so the individual that's taken the course is the person that's going to have the certification, and that obviously benefits the system integrator in having these professionals that truly understand the ThinManager product. We do ask that these are renewed every 2 years, and the reason for that is that the ThinManager software will go through a new release maybe every 12 months or so with new benefits and new features. So by having this renewal requirement every 2 years or so means that you will be fully up to speed with the new features, understand how to lock the true potential of those features, and be able to implement them into your customers' projects. And what's really fantastic about this is that there's zero cost, so it isn't going to cost money to enroll in this program. I suppose the only real cost attributed to it is the engineer's time when he's going through this program. But because it is self-paced, it's something that you can pick up as and when time permits. So the necessary certification can be done online. If you register, head over to www.thinmanager.com/SI. That will take you to the form where you enter your details to begin. As I mentioned, it's self-paced, it's on demand, and it's delivered by using downloadable labs that cover all of the aspects of ThinManager with the Relevance platform. So if any of you system integrators have completed the programming in previous years before Relevance, the mobility bolt-on that I talked about earlier, this is going to also include how you deliver this content to mobile users. The completion of this lab series, it makes you a true ThinManager specialist. It's going to make you an expert. The labs purposely focus on the main features of ThinManager that you're going to use when delivering projects to your customers. So the other benefits that are going to benefit you as a system integrator are licenses. So you're going to receive a project license that's a 10-pack of Redundant XLR for 90 days. So that's going to give you the ability to license 10 physical Thin clients for 90 days. You're also going to get an annual lab license. So that's another 10-pack of fully redundant XLR licensing that you can make use of for your customer projects. These projects on lab licenses, they include platform maintenance too, which is the support offering of ThinManager. So by having that platform maintenance package, you're going to be able to move up through later versions as a release free of charge, and you're also going to get access to fantastic technical support. So Solutions PT as a company have been providing ThinManager for, I don't know, at least 15 years. We've delivered lots of projects and supported lots of customers, so we've got a great depth of knowledge within our internal team. And you're also going to get access to the ThinManager experts in the States if required. Technical support for a customer that is current on platform maintenance. So if one of your customers has an existing platform maintenance plan, you can make contact on their behalf too. Another benefit is a searchable listing on the ThinManager website. So on the ThinManager website, there is an area on there where end users, if they're interested in ThinManager and want to make use of the technology, they may want to partner with a system integrator that has the expertise required. Once you've completed this ThinManager certification process, you're going to be able to have your company name on there as a searchable entity so that end users can find you and have the confidence that they're dealing with the right people. You'll also have promotional material on ThinManager website and utilize other media. Here you can see this is the page that I was talking about earlier. This is where an end user that's interested in ThinManager who wants to partner up with the right system integrator, I don't know, they could search for the UK in there, or Ireland, or London, you know, some specific geographical place, and it's going to find all of the certified system integrators in there that they can partner up with. So as part of being a certified system integrator, ThinManager would be interested in hearing success stories. So here we've got some narrative from Kieran Murphy, who's with Neodyne in Ireland. So I'm just going to read this out because it's a fantastic statement. So what Kieran's put there is, going forward, all of our future platform solutions for the next 5, 10 or 20 years will have ThinManager platform as a fundamental part of our standard system designs, and we will actively propose it. To us, there isn't even a choice. If the site allows it, we will use ThinManager. And I confirm that Neodyne have made great use of ThinManager over the years, delivering, some fantastic projects, and they've really taken ThinManager on board, and it's benefited them greatly and their customers. This is another system integrator in Ireland, James Sider at Sim. So James is talking here that he's used RDS or delivered RDS projects in the past without using ThinManager, and then once he's gotten to grips with ThinManager and utilised it on a project, he's really realised the benefits that it can bring. And Sim have been fantastic in delivering ThinManager projects, and it's something that they look to use as often as permitted, really. So what other resources do we have for system integrators? So there's a ThinManager website, which is a great tool. You can see front and centre there, they've got the new version 10 release advertised. So this was made available a few months ago, December 2016, with some new benefits and features that you can find out about using the ThinManager website. We also have reference stories, which I've just mentioned. We had the guys at Sim and Neodyne that we showcased. So we have reference units for customers and integrators. So they're quite a good read, really, to understand where ThinManager has been used and how customers and integrators have made use of the product. There's training for self-paced SI certification. So this is where you're going to register for and enroll on the System Integrator program. So www.thinmanager.com/SI. To get going, you're going to need a license. So this is like a live lab, if you like. So you will need a license to get going. You can get a demo code from the URL that we've got there, and it takes minutes to get up and running. Additional resources, so we've got the Thin Manual, so that is a full breakdown of all things ThinManager. We've got the ThinManager knowledge base, which has some great search tools on there. So if you were to search for, setting up or configuring a display client, you're going to get a full step-by-step guide to help you on your way. We've got a ThinManager with relevant user guide and some visual aids as well. We've got ThinManager training videos on there too. So in summary, I hope that we've shared with you some of the benefits that you can achieve by utilising ThinManager as system integrators, faster development times. You're going to get licenses that you can use for your development and for projects that you're going to deliver, and it's absolutely free. So as I mentioned earlier, the only real cost is your time, really, to get yourself fully up to speed as a ThinManager expert. So if you need more information, I've put some numbers up there. So this is the main Solutions PT office. We've got email addresses and phone numbers on there, and our website. If you do need to contact me, I'd love to chat to you. So reach out if you need to. And thank you for watching the webinar.